Yeah, you are welcome to Don Candy TV. We played with anyone who hasn't subscribed to the channel to subscribe and press the notification button so that anytime we post a video, you will have the notification and watch our videos for us. We also plead with you to share our videos for others to also have a view of whatever we produce here. Yes, as we said, we've been doing other series. Today we're going to talk about something that is going on in our country, Ghana, which is about our constitution. Yes, we have some people, or certain people, that we call the Article 71 holders, including former presidents, former cabinet or former ministers, and the judiciary, the Supreme Court judges, including someone like the Auditor General. Yes, and these people, when the president's tenure of office comes to an end, he can, or the Constitution allows him to set up a committee to investigate or to bring out the monuments that he should take home. For example, if I'm the president and I've served the country for a period of time, I have the right to call certain people, my friends, to come and sit down to decide on how much and what I should get if I'm going home as a former president. Yes, look at this. I am the president. I'm going. My tenure of office has come to an end, and I have to call my friends to come and, in fact, describe or tell Ghanaians that I'm going off, and they should give me this. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is senseless. This is useless as a country, because I don't understand why I have come to serve and I'm going away, and the country doesn't decide that this is what we should do for you. Because former President Rawlings set up a committee, the Green Street Committee, and they gave out certain remuneration that you should take on money and some houses. Secondly, former President Kufuor also did the same thing. When he was going, he set up a committee, the Chenrehesi Committee, and they also brought out certain things. He should get 2 houses, one in Accra and one in his hometown or anywhere. They even proposed that we should build a library in his hometown with his name on it, which was something laudable. Library, we know students are going to study there. But I don't understand why the outgoing president should decide what I should take home. I personally should decide what I should take home, because I'll call my friends, definitely. I'll call my friends to come in and sit and make sure that this is what we are going to do for our friend. And I'll even tell them what to put, and Parliament will accept it. And almost all the presidents who are going had a majority in Parliament. The outgoing Parliament also are approved of what they decided, and they are enjoying it. It is very stupid. It is very senseless. It is very useless. It is so useless, because look at a teacher working for 40 years, 45 years, a nurse, a doctor, a civil servants working for over 30 years. Some of them go home with as low as 3,000 cedis, 4,000, 5,000, less than $2,000 to go and spend for the rest of them. And they retire at the age of 60. And these people, some of them, when they were even living office as president, they were even over their retirement age. So you can see the useless part of this argument, the senseless part of this kind of constitution that we have as a country. Now, we are coming on to our former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He is no longer the president of the Republic of Ghana. But let's see what he is enjoying, what the benefits that he is getting as a former president, and what somebody like former President Kufuor and former President Rawlings, all of them, they are enjoying at the extent or at the expense of the state. The country that is crying that we don't have enough money, that we've been going out to borrow, youth unemployment are on the rise. This is what these old men, crazy bald heads, are staying at home and they are enjoying. So this is what we have for you on our editorial. Remuneration or ex gratia or retirement benefit for our former presidents. Please subscribe and press the notification button. Then please share the video for others to get hold of it or have a view of what we are sharing with you. And Adetuka producers of quality natural shea butter, and producers of quality natural honey, and producers of quality groundnut paste. Tasty, very tasty, made from quality groundnuts from the northern part of Ghana. You can use it to serve breakfast, smear it on your bread, or can use it to prepare your groundnut soup. Yes, the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he was about to leave office, he set up a committee that was chaired by Professor Dora Francisca Edu Buando of the University of Cape Coast. And this is what they came out with, or their findings, or what they brought that we should do for our former president. One, all former presidents were getting 15,972 Ghana cedis as salary, monthly salary. This committee increased the salary for former President John Dramani Mahama by 43%, sorry. They increased it by 43%, so his salary rose to 22,809 cedis every month. And you know, in the Chenrehesi committee, the one set up by former President before, they suggested 2 houses, one in the capital city and one in any part or any town of the choice of the former president. And this is what this committee changed. They did not suggest that we build for our former president. We know he's got houses, so he didn't want us to build again. He has a house in his hometown and that of Accra. So he decided that they should put in that he earns 40% of his monthly salary as his monthly rent, which is something around 9,209 cedis. Let's say roughly almost $2,000 a month for rent for the former president. He is living in his own house. How can you be this wicked? A country that has given you the opportunity to become an assembly member, we've also given you the opportunity to become a member of parliament, a deputy minister of state, a minister of state, former vice president, and a president. And this is what you are doing to us. You have a house and you are renting it to us. You are living in your own house and we are paying rent for it. 9,209 Ghana cedis every month. 9,209 Ghana cedis every month. And apart from that, we pay another 40% of his salary as salary for his assistants in his house. That's his cook, his gardener, maybe his house cleaner, and maybe house help. So every month we pay 9,209 cedis for these people working in his house. We don't even know if he's got all these people, then if they take exactly that amount. I don't know how he's going to share among those 4 people. We have to provide him with a spokesperson who earns between 15,000 and 18,000 every month. That's Honorable Bawa Mutari. And so I now understand why people just open their mouth and speak trash, because they just eat freely. They don't get tired. They don't sweat before they eat. He has a personal aide who is Felix Kwacho Fosu, and he also earns between 15,000 and 18,000 Ghana cedis every month. That is why they just open their mouth and speak trash, with all due respect. So, as you know, then he also increased all his ministers of state backtracking. That is their salaries by 10% from 2013 when he became the president of the Republic of Ghana. So all ministers that said that so when your salary increases, then automatically you are going to get your ex gratia is also going to increase. And he increased this across board for all Article 71 holders, the 40%, the first one. So the judges' salaries all shot up at the expense of the state. So this is how wicked our politicians are. This is how wicked somebody like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is. He's more wicked than the devil himself. Yes, I can say that. Come to think of it, somebody like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as a former Deputy Minister of State, he got ex gratia. As a former Minister of State, that was the Minister of Communications, he got ex gratia. As the former vice president, he got ex gratia. And even when Professor Mills died in 2012, that was, I think, June 2012, the 6 months or some 5 months and some few days that he spent as a president before we went to the 2012 elections, he calculated that period because he was sworn in as the president, and he took ex gratia for that period as a former president. So let's see how many times His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has earned or has benefited from this ex gratia, this whole useless, corrupt, thievery ex gratia created by these politicians to create loot at the expense of the poor and ordinary Ghanaian. 1. As a former Deputy Minister of State, he got ex gratia. 1. As a former Minister of State, he got ex gratia. 2. As a former Vice President, he got ex gratia. 3. And then he got ex gratia as the President between June 2012 to December 2012. So he got ex gratia, which is 4. And then he has taken ex gratia as a President from 2013 to 2017. 5. So for for 5 times, John Dramani Mahama has earned, and he also took ex gratia as MP for Bole Bamboy for 12 years. That one, he took it after every 4-year term. So he's got ex gratia 8 times as a former, let's say, Minister of State, as a former Member of Parliament, and as a former Vice President and as a former President on 2 occasions. 8 times. And when, assuming we go into 2020 elections and he wins the elections and he becomes president for another 4 years, he is going to take another ex gratia, and this time he's going to set another committee to increase what he's going to get. Yes, he will increase it. So you see, I don't know, but he's more greedy than the devil. I don't know, but he's so greedy. He's more wicked. And you know, I have chanced on a document where certain Ghanaian youth were employed. There are about 313 in the then Brown Ahafo region. When they were employed, the region was Brown Ahafo region under this same president, and none of them received a single salary for almost a year under the former president. And when this government also came in, they were employed under Ghana Education Service. Some of them were polytechnic students. Some of them were also technical university students, because not all the polytechnics were converted into technical university. And others came in from other universities doing other courses, not education, and they were employed. And these youth have been chasing their monies for the past almost 4 years or 3.5 years. Nothing has been paid. So those who got chances to go into other sectors have moved, and some of them, instead of even getting something better, they have rather reduced themselves to come and join NAPCO, and they are earning 700 cedis under NAPCO. So this is the country that is paying almost spending almost $7,000 on one person every month. Yes, including the rent and what we pay for his staff. And he also has to benefit from. We have to give him 2 security cars. That is 2 bulletproof vehicles, V8 vehicles, 4-wheel drives, with drivers, 2 drivers, with 2 security officers from the state security that he preferred, those he want to work with. Yes, for security, you have to choose somebody you trust. We pay his spokesperson, we pay his personal aide, we pay his house help, his cook, his gardener, and we have to pay 2 trips of himself, his wife, and some of his 3 of his children to travel twice outside this country. Not just tickets, but even where they are going to live. We take care of his children as well, as a state. So what kind of a useless, a stupid, a foolish constitution that is giving somebody who has come to serve as a former president the guts to set a committee by himself, call his friends to come and decide what we as a country should give him? I don't get the madness. I don't get the stupidity. This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe, and press the notification button. Please subscribe and press the notification button and share the video for others to also get hold of it. Adetuk Hub, producers of quality shea butter, producers of pure honey, and producers of quality groundnut paste. They are our proud producers. And also Hill's Hair Bonnets, producers of quality hair bonnets from quality silk material. If you're a lady, please buy some from them. Their numbers are on the screen. Call them and protect your hair, because you spend a lot in making your hair, so you have to protect it. It doesn't cost that much. They'll package it nicely and send to you wherever you are. So my question is, what kind of a useless, and no president has ever tried to change this constitution. It was in the 1992 constitution set by the former President Rawlings. President Kufuor has come because he will be a beneficiary. He never thought of changing it. President Mills came, he didn't change it. President Mahama came, he didn't change it. And President Kufuor is almost ending his first term, has spent 4 years, and he hasn't changed it. What kind of a useless, stupid, senseless, foolish constitution is this? The youth are wallowing on the street. They don't even get a job that pays them even 100 or 200 cedis. Graduates are sitting at home. Master's degree holders are sitting at home. The youth are walking on deserts to get to the Arab land, to cross the Mediterranean, to get to Italy and Europe and other parts of Europe. And this is a country where we don't even get money to implement whatever we want to do. One Bishop Factory was a nice idea, but some people need less than what Mahama is earning. Some people need quarter of what he's earning to create something. What has John Dramani Mahama, created as a former president for earning this? Former President Kufuor, former President Rawlings, what have they created? I remember Liman died because he couldn't pay for, Dr. Liman died because he couldn't pay for his hospital bills. When Rawlings was the president, Dr. Liman was a former president. We didn't even support him. But look at what we have been creating for ourselves. We call our friends, and this is the constitution. We are backed by it. We have the majority in parliament. Do it, and they will pass it for us. What kind of a stupid country is this? This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe, share our videos for us. Thank you.